Hello, everyone. I'm just gonna do a little harvest and send out a notification, and then we'll put the view on. Go. Oh, I'm gonna start the bot. Gotta start the bot. I don't start the bot. How are people going to spend their points? I should call them like discount Danitos or something. I don't know. Something. Something. Okay. Do that. All right. So we're doing botany. For the most part, this is like quite far into a round. I've gotten most of the things done, but I'm probably going to end up doing some other stuff because I don't just want to sit here harvesting these trees all day. These are making Omnizine, which is like the best healing chem. And unlike in 13, it doesn't have any negative drawbacks, really. It won't cure, I don't think it helps cellular damage, but like, it's about the only thing. And like, nobody ever has cellular damage unless they voluntarily pick to have cancer. And who would do that? These barrels are all full of Omnizine. It's a lot. Let's empty out my reclaimer. Alright. I was going to try to make a bunch more, but I don't really have a good crop to expand my mutation or my operation with. This is about as good as it gets. I can just do this. I'd have to expand it more. I'd need more conveyor belts and stuff. So I'm going to turn that down a little bit. I've been praising the Omni Messiah pretty much nonstop. I've had a couple visitors, not too many. This is like the best healing chem in the game, and I've just been giving it away for free, but nobody shows up because everybody's too busy. And so I wonder, how come I never get healed? Well, that's why. You gotta go get your medicine. See, here's the Tomato King. That is a product of admin shenanigans. I was killing killer tomatoes earlier, and they broke out of their enclosure. I'm pretty sure admin was responsible. And then we had a little back and forth, and then the Tomato King was born. He's tame now. I made a donation to the Omni Messiah. Let's see if it's still there. Maybe somebody took it. Because there's like maybe 1 to 200K worth of stuff here. Oh, the janitor was by and replaced the lights. That's nice. Yeah. This is the botany temple. Put that back. See? Glorious tribute to the Omni Messiah. I think some people took some stuff from there. There was more. There was more than that, I think. But what do you do? What do you do? So yeah, these are pure Omnizine apples, but they only produce around 2-ish, around 2 to 2.5 Omnizine per apple. So basically, it takes a lot of them to fill up the reclaimer, which is 1,000 units, and all these kegs are 1,000 units, and they're almost all full. But I'm probably going to go and drop off the seeds at Medical Dispatch, and then we'll do some botany from scratch, so that you can see how that looks. This is what a finished botany production setup might look like. You get the material reclaimer and all these guys. Pretty much the only way I could ramp this up more would be if I could try to get these self-harvesting, which we could try. It might be a good project. The fact that these are seeds at all is actually pretty amazing. And it's only thanks to my botany powers that's possible. There are no admin shenanigans there. I probably won't murder any killer tomatoes because the Tomato King is here, and I don't wish to offend him, if that's possible. Maybe next time. The thing about killer tomatoes is that if you kill them and collect their corpses and sell them, you can make a lot of money. In very short order. Da, 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 da. The nice thing is you also get a lot of biomass. And biomass is useful because you can use it to get nutrient for your trays, even juice, water. And I have a lot. Jeez, how much do I have in here? Over 3,000. It's pretty good. How many is this thing? 5,000 recycled 5,000 objects. Yeah. Sounds about right. See, if this was self-harvesting, it'd be even better because then it would be completely passive. I wouldn't need to keep coming in here and harvesting it. I could just do it on its own. All right, I think I'll suspend this, and then we'll go do some botany. So the best way to do it, to suspend it, is to use cryoxidone, because it will de-age the plants back to seeds. I'm going to need a lot of cryoxidone, though, for that. How many Dexalin? I'll make another batch. That noise is the reclaimer being full, and it's spilling onto the floor. But I have an overflow thing. I have a little liquid pump here that cleans up messes off the floor, so that makes that pretty handy. Alright, I think these are going to need 10 each. I have tons of seeds, but I'd still rather do it this way. Oh, geez. Even 10 units isn't enough? Okay, well, I will just stick them up then. Oh, no, there we go. Some of them it is, some of them it isn't. I haven't quite gotten the plant metabolism thing down yet. I don't know when... let's see. I need to make some more. So I need to make... So cryoxidone is just oxygen and other stuff. So oxygen, and you put plasma in. The plasma is not consumed. So you get to 45 Dexel. I like to have 30 or none. Come on. My advice with this, always use transfer. Never click discard. Because if you click discard, you're going to forget to click it back. You're just going to. And you're going to have like 100 units of Omnizine. And you'll be like, okay, I'm going to put it in the thing now. And then it's just gone. It's gone. That's it. Okay, so you got Dexalin, and then oxygen, and then water. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. There we go. The bus. Go. Grab some more boards. Build another keg. I suppose I should leave one of these kegs here, because I've been advertising for a while that you can get Omnizine here. But they won't be able to meet the Tomato King anymore. How sad would that be? Come all this way, don't even get to meet the Tomato King. All right. Ba, 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 ba. See, that keg is full already because they hold 1,000. So I guess we'll. Is this one completely full? Nope. We can dump the rest in here. We can leave this one here. There we go. I have a labeler, don't I? Maybe I should use a labeler and label it. Why don't you label it something, eh? Free Omnizine. There we go. There we go. I must depart to medical dispatch to continue my great works. In the name of the Omni Messiah, I have left a keg of Omnizine at the Omni Church for those that make the pilgrimage. Bloop. Bloop. All right. I have a seed bank here. Not that. It's not that one. There we go. I like to have a seed bank as a botanist. We got a lot of dead. Riker. I don't know. Riker can probably handle it. They're like completely self-sufficient. They never need anything. So I'm sure they can handle it. Maybe I'm just bitter because I never get to help them. Like, I refuse your help. All right. I'll draw off a... Okay. How's our battery? Should have enough then. Oh, a little trick for you. Okay, let's say you got some solars on your ship, right? You got to know what to set them at. Come to a place like the Omni Church. There's other places, right? You just come in, gas pipe, and you go this way, go up this way, and go this way. You come in here, and you take a look at their solar panel. Negative 6.9 rotation. There. Because they all come set with it. So, you might as well just come and get theirs. It is possible to figure it out yourself, too, by, like, measuring the number in 15 seconds and then, like, measuring the difference and multiplying by 4. But you'll probably make a mistake, so it's easier just to come do that. Okay. So let's undock. Let's turn thrusters on. Was that medical dispatch down there? Yes, it is. I'd like my bag back. Jacob's stealing somebody's bag. Flying moth roach? Okay. Let's see what's going on at medical dispatch. We've got a druid. Wonder what they're doing.
An electrokinetic front has been detected. APC units on ship may power down.
Could go check it out.
You are caught in the wave.
Da, 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 da. Oh my goodness, my daughter's just squealing. I'll just turn that down. Oh, you know what? How do I don't know. Oh, there we go. Can I turn it down? Yes. Okay. Let's see here. I'll take a keg for them. Let's take a couple of seeds from the seed bank for them. Look how fast he zips around. I'm pretty sure he's got some admin VAR editing going on, where his movement's super fast. It'd be funny if he was like a ghost roll or something. But sadly, no. He's just a pal. Let's see. Can I do all that? That's pretty verbose. Yep. Perfect. Because you know what? It's important to let people know who made it.
The electrokinetic front has left the sector.
Oh my goodness. Just put all these here. Wow, there are a lot of people dying. It's quite a bit. Whatever. That cannot be my problem. There we go. Behold, Medical, I have left a keg of Omnizine and special Omnizine seed at Medical Dispatch. Praise be to the Omni Messiah for this blessing. Thanks. All right. Let's just get a little bit of distance. Howdy, anyone got a plant analyzer blueprint? Plant analyzer? Feh. Rookie. You need not the plant analyzer to live. It's a crutch. It's limiting your potential. Alright, slow that down. Okay, well, I'm going to put them up in these 3 trees here because those are the trees I want to use. I will take this biomass. So, certain things I like to do with the generator here. I have 3,000, almost 4,000 biomass. So when you produce a lot of biomass like that, it's a wise idea to start having the generator do a lot of stuff. So for example, you can make all your easy nutrient in here, which I highly recommend once you have lots of biomass, because what you do, just make 100 units and just let it do it, because otherwise it's going to be a big pain. Not really a big pain. I mean, the recipe's pretty simple, but it uses nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. And you can run out of these. As you can see, the chem dispenser only has limited amounts of everything, so you want to be careful. Another thing that I've seen people do sometimes is if you have some chemical that you don't really use that much, like maybe carbon. Like I hardly ever use carbon because it's like used in like bicarbonate and stuff, which I never make because I can just grow it. I could take this out. This is a reinforced jug, and I could empty out the carbon and have a jug. I never did it this time, but it's something you can do. Okay. So we got our easy nutrient. So what I want to do is I want to go eject that. Traja. Oh. Dump the cryoxidone first. Trade you. And put that in there. But now what I want to do is take 50, 30, 10 out, and then 1 radium. Now it produces something called Left for Z. Left for Z, I'll explain how this works. But it's an important chemical. Make sure you put a beaker back in the biogenerator, otherwise it just starts spewing onto the floor. Which isn't necessarily a big problem. I mean, I have the thingy here, but the pump here, you gotta get science to give you one of these. So many people at the cargo docks, oh god. Did the end of shift even around here? I think it's still, so we still got like 3 hours left. Whatever. Okay, so they're crowding the cargo docks. So let's get, so we'll use these seeds as a base. So the stats on these, you can just shift click to examine. So I got plant yield of 10 and a potency of 50. And these actually produce seeds, which is just because I'm an amazing botanist. That's why that is the case. But, okay, hold on. So what we're going to want first, we're going to need some regular apples. Because I need food. Look, I'm starving. And in this game, what happens is when you're starving, you get a movement debuff that's really annoying. If you're thirsty and starving, it's a nightmare. It's the worst thing. So we'll let that, we can speed the growth up a little bit. Here, let's put this back. Do I have any diethylthymine? Yes. Go. And I have a little bit of robust harvest in here. How much? Sure. Okay. So there. Those apples will be tasty when they get done. Give you some vitamins. I was doing wood production here for all the kegs. Sorry, I got your suit as well. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're selling food. Oh, and I just buy food from the merchant. Food's expensive, man. It's not that bad. Okay. But I'm going to wait for my apples. I'm trying to be self-sufficient. Like my hero Riker. I hope he's watching. He's watched before. Okay. Probably not, actually, because he's playing. Okay. So, we're going to plant some apples. And then what you do is you get your left for Z that you made, however you made it. I'm going to do 20 units per, so it's 60. And let's make sure I set the transfer amount. I'll set it to 10. So each of these gets 2 doses. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So we've got to wait for that to cook. Now, unfortunately, I'm just going to grab all of that. Unfortunately, you can't... Let's just make sure that has unstable mutagen in it. It did. Okay, great. Unfortunately, you can't get unstable mutagen from the biogenerator. Or if you can, I don't know how. So you do have to make it. You'd make it in here. And go 30 radium, phosphorus, chlorine. That gets you your unstable mutagen. Oh, good. The apples are ready. So I got some pretty big apples. So the main reason to make these is just to... now these probably won't seed. Yeah. And the reason for that is that this tree probably has a potency higher than 30. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how that works while we wait for... because we've got to wait. We've got to let the left for Z sit in these trays for a bit. I think it's like 1 minute and 15 seconds you got to wait, so it's not that long. Because it's 20... I put in 20 units. It takes 3... it's 3 seconds per tick. So that's 60, and then plus an additional 15 seconds just to like let everything settle out. But having said that, I've found the timer to be not accurate, so I usually just like to wait like a while. That's fine. I actually want them to be ready to harvest so that I could, because I want to try to get self-harvesting ones. That's my goal right now, is to get self-harvesting ones. So, how seeds or how potency works is you use robust harvest. 1 unit adds 3 potency. That's guaranteed. If you get up to 50. That's the cap. At least in terms of robust harvest is concerned. There's a way to get beyond the cap, which maybe we'll talk about later. Now 30 is the cap for seeding, at least as far as robust harvest is concerned. Once it passes 30, if with using robust harvest, all your stuff will be seedless. So you have to you take clippings, which is pretty simple. You just use the snips, take a clipping. And you can just propagate plants like this. This is fine. This works. My hunger's gone already. But, yeah, so that works. But a better option is to make it seed. Because I prefer seeds. You can get a lot more, and it's a lot faster. You don't have to wait for the growth cycle every time. Because what you do with it when they're seedless, or there's something that doesn't produce seeds, like say these logs over here, is you take as many clippings as you can until the red light shows, telling you the plant's not healthy. Then what you do is use cryoxidone to age the plant back down to a seed, also healing it. Then plant it again and start taking cuttings again. And you can usually get two to 3 cuttings, depending on how hardy the plant is. All right, so we're going to try the dropper method. I've been trying this before. Usually I just dump the unstable mutagen in. Let's try the dropper method. So I got one unit, but keep in mind the left for Z's been sitting in the trays for a bit. So it's actually going to be multiplied by by a large amount. Let's first make sure there's no weeds. Good. And we'll insert one drop each. So it should only take a couple, like maybe 15 seconds for that to resolve. I got a golden apple tree. I'm looking for self-harvesting, so I kind of don't want to harvest any of these. If they harvest, that's great. If they don't, I will continue adding, dropping it in, because I want self-harvesting. Because with self-harvesting, you can actually just play Factorio. All right, so let's switch this back to draw. Eject. Let's put another unit in. I already got golden apples. They contain Doctor's Delight, which is a useful medical chem. Because it's kind of like Omnizine heals 2 damage every tick. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I want to get a clipping of that plant since it's self-harvested, which is what I'm looking for. I lost one yield, but that's fine. I can fix that. All right. These other ones I don't really care about. Does this seed already? No. So that's fine. We can fix that too. I see it's unhealthy, but that's fine. We can fix all of that. I doubt that it got a death gene. All right. Come on, Tomato King. You can't be in here. Okay. I'll close that up for a moment. I want to see what that... Oh, helps if I get the flippin' apple. I want to test that. Okay. Ooh. Look at him go. Just going. So I want to test this to see how many junk chems it's got. Because unfortunately, when you do these, you get a bunch. It actually didn't get any. That's pretty impressive. Okay. That's fine. So the only thing I lost was the seeding. I could get it back, but since it already has everything else that I want, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start swabbing. I'm going to start swabbing, man. So I'm going to get rid of these. Goodbye. Because we have what we want. We have the self-harvesting. I wonder if it has the slip. Oh, wow, it didn't inherit slip, or it didn't get slip. I'm getting pretty impressed with the eyedropper method. Also, just because it saves on unstable mutagen, which is nice. Okay. I mean, 9's not bad, especially for self-harvesting. Oh, there's the kudzu. Okay, so kudzu, just hit it. Done. Basically, fortunately, kudzu's not a gene that can be swabbed. You can't get kudzu onto a swab to get it onto something else. So that's very fortunate. But we'll talk about swabbing in just a moment. Okay. So one thing about botany is you got to be organized. So this is the one I want. Everything else I just want to seed. That's my whole goal now, is to create a seeding plant, ideally with potency 10. Because the other ones are potency 10, or not potency, with yield 10. The small loss of potency, I don't really care about. Oh, I didn't even lose any. Okay, so what we're gonna do is just plant everything. All we want to do is get a seeding plant. That's all we want. Because we have a seedless plant right now. And that's not helpful. It's all right. Self-harvesting, which is amazing. But I'm greedy. And I want to do better than that. Okay. Swabbing. So, swabbing is using these things. I have 2 left in here. Whatever, start with the other. How many do I have? 28. Okay. you get these dispensers, right? If you're just getting your druid, they're in here. The other one is over here. So that's dispensers. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to make these plants have oh, and what am I doing? It's not going to self-harvest. Such a numpty. Okay, hold on. Duh. I had to do it the other way. Self-harvesting is a bit of a special case. I wonder if it has a death gene. It might. It died pretty quick. God, I'm just like all over the place. And people are like, oh, I'm gonna watch Yorp stream to learn how to do botany. I heard he's a pretty good botanist. He did some stuff once. He sounds like he knows what he's talking about. And then I just start and I'm just like all over the place. And people are like, what is this? What's happening? Fortunately, it does make my job a little bit easier the way it worked out, but okay. Let's start with the death gene. So when you mutate stuff, it's possible you get a death gene. This thing basically just does damage to the plant until it dies. So you need to use flanxamine. I usually use 10 units. And then flanxamine will get rid of the death gene. It will not heal any damage. In fact, it will deal toxin damage. So 5 units of Delovene to get rid of any toxin damage. That's how you deal with the death gene. So let's do that. So we're going to actually get rid of this. And, okay. So we're going to plant this. It should already be self-harvesting, but as you can see, it started out with some kind of issue. So we're going to see if that fixes it. Get some more apples. If I had a plant analyzer, I could see more readily what its health is. The plant analyzer would not help me determine if it still has a death gene. At least if it does, I don't know how to do it. I'm going to throw some more Dilo in there. And we'll throw some ammonia in too. Ammonia can be a good healing chem for plants as well. 30 hydrogen, 10 nitrogen for ammonia. Alright, we'll dump 20 in. See if that helps. Okay, so what we got to do, we got to hope that it fixed. So why did I do that? Why didn't I? Oh, it fixed it. Good. Okay. So why did I do that? The reason I did that is because the self-harvesting gene, just like the kudzu gene, is non-harvestable. You can't harvest. You can't. You can't. Or not harvestable. Non-swabbable. You can't swab it onto another plant. It's not possible. You have to use it on the plant that you get. Now that's okay, because you know what? This plant has everything else I need. It just, in fact, it's actually missing a yield. This will fix that. This plant can fix that problem. We can fix that problem, and the self-harvesting gene will not go away. It can't go away. It's non-swabbable, but it is also non-removable. So that's perfect. The death gene is also non-swabbable, I think. The kudzu gene is non-swabbable, thankfully, because that could be a big pain in the butt. So all we want to do is get rid of it. We want to get that yield back. And then we're going to have to do some Chichnery. I wonder if I can reverse this no seed status too. We'll see. Because this one's seeds. So I think I can reverse it using swabs too. I think the no seed gene is also is swabbable. It's swabbable. So it should be able to be swabbed the other way, turned on. I think seeding can be turned on that way too. We'll see. So we're just going to wait till this grows up. can see it's happening pretty quickly. And then we're just going to see what happens. Either it'll self-harvest 10, in which case we know it worked, or 9, in which case we have to swab it again. And we can also check to see if they seed. When you swab between the same species, that gives a chance for the seed for the fruit to seed if it has fruit that seeds. Logs, for example, will never give you a seed. I'll probably try and do like a video or something that explains this a bit more clearly than I'm doing right now. I'll have like an outline, because this is just like, stream of consciousness, and I'm kind of all over the place. But when you swab between different species, even if they both seed, there's a 70% chance the one that you swab it to will not seed. And that's how swabs work. You start with a source plant, so you swab from the source, that would be this one, to the destination plant, this one. And how that works is every trait, every chemical, oh, come on. Love it when you forget to turn off the thrusters. I gotta go in here. Oh, this is out of juice. That's unfortunate. Well, we'll have to, here, let's just turn it off. Let it charge up a bit. The battery should charge up a bit too. I'll let the battery charge up a little bit too on solars. So, every trait, every chemical, every attribute, seeding, for example, has a 50% chance to get onto the swab. Then when you swab it onto another plant, there's a 50% chance for that attribute to transfer. If it doesn't transfer, it stays on the swab. Reusing swabs is a bad idea, because then you have some of the traits that didn't transfer from the first plant, as well as some of the traits from the second plant that swabbed in, because when you swab onto the second one, it does the same thing. Every chemical that the first plant has, that the second plant doesn't, there's a 50% chance to put it on. Every chemical that the second plant has, that the first one doesn't, there's a 50% chance to remove it. So, there's a lot going on with these swabs. Alright, let's toggle this back on. Okay, the thrusters are off. Just in a blind spot. Let's try rotating 90 degrees. Maybe that'll fix it. So I don't want to be without power. I also don't want to go get gas. I should probably go get gas. Turn this back off. Alright, well, while we wait, we can still do botany with no power. It just kind of sucks. Little glowing disco lights over there. Okay, so that's self-harvested. So that's good. I'll see if it has the traits that I want. So self-harvesting is not a trait that can be removed. It can't be taken away. It can't be transferred either. So if you have a plant that self-harvests, your only bet to get it to transfer is cuttings or seeds. Cuttings duplicate your plant, and seeds, well, they're seeds. You know what seeds do. You know what seeds do. How could I be having ETA to empty with... Where are the panels now? Oh my goodness, it's even worse. Try that. Oh, okay, I think that worked. Because we are getting a bit more in now. Only getting 6 kilowatts. It'll be enough for the time being. Okay, let's go see if... So what's the yield on this now? 10. Okay, so the yield transferred. Let's see if I can see it yet. No. Okay, so what we'll do So we'll swab again. I think I can transfer seeding this way. If I can't, there's another way we can do it. It'll just take a little bit longer. Because I'm not sure if I can transfer seeding this way or not. Swabbing is instant. So if it did work, these ones would have the thing. No. I'll try one more time. You got to keep in mind there's a 1 in 4 chance. So actually I should try it 4 times. There's a 1 in 4 chance that it works. Because there's only a 50% chance that I get the trait from here. There's only a 50% chance that it transfers. Which means that if you're dealing with a mix of traits, like, oh, I want to, say, keep the yield, but not the potency, then that means that you're actually dealing with, I think that's like a 1 in 6 chance. But I'd have to, like, get out the paper and start doing stuff to figure that out. No, this one's low on nutrient. I think I can compost this. Yeah, that worked. I also said it's old and wilting, so I could compost it, or I could use cryoxidone to preserve it, but I don't want to. I'll just let it die. It's fine. It's fine. If you have 2 traits that you want to keep, like desirable traits, so let's say you want the yield and the potency, it's a 1 in 16 chance, which is kind of a long shot, but there are ways to get around that. You can kind of buffer stats in a way. $13 watts. Let's see. Let's rotate. I think I want maybe Space North to be like right in front of me. This little red line is Space North. It's the North Star. Okay, Tomato King, settle down. See him bouncing all over the place? He's very excitable. Boy, I don't like the harvest delay on this thing. Jeez. Might mean that every plant I make with this has to have diethylthymine, which would suck. That would really suck if it's got like delayed harvest or something. Well, it didn't take long for these 2 harvests, so I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, if you pick up one of these apples, let's throw this in here. I'll show you how much omnizine comes in just 1 apple. Yeah, see, 2.4. So, not very much. Not very much, but you know what? That's okay. A couple other things to note. You can swab dead plants. If the plant dies, don't uproot it right away. Just keep it and try and swab it. Aha, it worked. There we go. We got 1050 self-harvesting apples. This is great. I have really proven my botany skills. Okay, so you know what? We're going to dump all these seeds out. Just dump them right here. Self-harvesting, self-seeding, 1050 apples. It's good. So the nice thing about self-harvesting is now I can just build conveyor belts. And that's what I'm going to do. I got to go get steel. I have to spend some money. You have to spend some money, son. I'm going to spend some money, and I'm going to have to grow some spores and wood. It's got to make more trays. So I'm going to renovate this whole area, and I'm just going to make this whole little arm omnizine production. We'll just have to get a lot of trays. So now we're going to learn about engineering and all kinds of stuff. It's going to be exciting. We're going to have fun. Probably not. Yorp, this activity is less fun than previously indicated. Well, I'm trying, okay? So we'll do this. Just want to get rid of those. Whoever's calling the shuttle hollow, redirect to main lobby. I'm gonna have to do this gimmick some more about being like a servant of the Omni Messiah. Because it's pretty good.
Front has been detected. APC units on ships may power down to avoid damaging the on your way.
Alright, let's grab some of this. Good stuff. Alright, there. We got plenty of seed. Not gonna get too carried away yet. I'll just let those self-harvest. Okay. How's the battery power doing? Not great. Let's turn off the power. Let the battery charge up. Let's fill up my tank. Oh, you know what? I got a clan of uranium right there, and I didn't even notice it. Do you see what happens? You're not paying attention? Look, I got it right here. Okay, never mind. We'll just use the uranium. Alright, let's go. Turn the thing on. It's fine. Okay. Calm down. Alright. I gotta go to the trade mall. Where is the trade mall? Ethanol eggs. That sounds pretty flammable. Alright. Drive mode goes faster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the trade mall. I'm going to buy some steel. Should be some there now. When I came here at the beginning of the round, there was nothing. It's always rough at the beginning of the round. There's no materials. But I'll... Here, let's see if I... Or no, humble.
The electrokinetic front has left the sector.
Oh, what happened? There we go. Humble children of the Omni Messiah, your servant needs you. I require much steel to complete a great work. I can reward you only in blessings and omnizine. Please come to Druid PR 127 by the trade mall if I can help. Ah. I could grow the steel myself by making steel cap logs, which maybe we'll do if nobody comes. We could try that, actually. I had a seed, but I don't have it anymore. I'll have to make a new one. Not that it's that hard. It's not. It'd be the same method that we just used. All right. I'll drop off some steel when you're here. All right.
At most waste stations in the sector are malfunctioning. Some ships
Let's
may
put that up
experience
here for
gas
now.
buildup until they reset.
Ah. Hark, you hath served the Omni Messiah well. Sheets will also do. Fortunately, in their great wisdom, they designed the generators to take both. Hark, any you could spare would be appreciated, friend. Well, there we go. We've they came by earlier and dropped off some plushies. So this'll be helpful. So RTGs just they just flat out give you power. They give you 10 kilowatts. So you can really reduce the burden on any other generation you have. They're the only unlimited power source in the game. Except maybe solars, but solars do require some maintenance. Oh my goodness. Wondrous. Lots of action this evening. Well, uranium glass would be wonderful because I can replace the glass in the solar panels, and that makes them more. So, we got somebody. We got Philandro. He's helping us out with some RTGs and some uranium glass. That'll help us out because then we can generate more with our solars as well. The RTGs will just give us straight up 20 kilowatts. So that should be enough to run everything. I've probably turned the generator off. You have pondered. If you wish, good friend. All right. Let's do the solars. Da 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 da. Better make sure I have. Okay, that's good. Whee! Here we go. Somebody remind me of Lloyd. I like Lloyd. Okay. What is it? Is it screwdriver? Or is it crowbar? There we go. Oh, he's got power tools too. Fancy. So uranium panels, I'm not sure how much more they produce, but it's enough to care about. Let's put it that way. You know what? I'll just. Da, da, da. There we go. Come on. Oh no, there's a golden PDA stuck in the, or a golden AI stuck in the nacelle. That's weird. Or you may or may not have noticed, but the ship actually looks a little bit like the Enterprise. Because whoever designed this ship, I guess they're a Star Trek fan or something. I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, why wouldn't you be a fan of Star Trek if you're playing this game? All right. There we go. And then I can install the RTGs. I install them on the walkways. You can install them, or I can just install them right there.
Warning, a nano
Whee!
Vault FTL drive has errors and will land in our sector shortly. Anyone except security approaching within 200 meters of the vault will be arrested for trespass and attempted theft.
Thank you, my child. Feel free to take more Omnizine if you need. I used a fair bit of it. Alright, let's hook up the RTGs. These just require a wrench. Got some good now I have some glass as well, which is wonderful because we can use the glass to make come on. Oh my god. Let's go. Why do you have to be so heavy? Okay, let's wrench it on. Bloop. There we go. Red tomato generators, random tree generator. What? Oh, radiothermal isotope. Radioactive turtle yes. I might see if a science ship can give me a news terminal. Oh, you know what? This one can go here. It's a little bit asymmetrical, but you know, it's fine. Can I? Maybe it can't go here. Come on. Oh, what's my plan to get out of here now? Groan. There. I love how when you pull something, you can just go over it. That is a feature that's sorely missing from Space Station 13. All right, so let's see what we're looking at now. So we turn this thing off. Yeah, and it's still filling up. 24 kilowatts. Yeah, see, I can see here 44, 29. So I could probably just increase the charge circuit a bit. And how much are we pulling in now? 43, yeah. 41 kilowatts. That's pretty good. I can just leave the thrusters on now. Isn't that nice? It can be wasteful. Okay. Okay. Alright, won't bother with uranium glass right now. 82 apples. It's nuts. Okay. Is that tree still alive or did it die? It's dying. It's got no water. Whatever. We'll rehabilitate the trays later. Alright, let's do a little bit of renovating. We need to get rid of so many steel sheets. Philandra really came through. See, sometimes RPN's good. Sometimes you get what you need. What's going on? It's annoying how every little bump and jolt causes stuff to slide around. My jeans won't stay on the bed, even with a gentle knocking. Mysterious cloud of poison gas. All right. Okay. So, fortunately, I have an RCD. How many charges do I have left in it? Not many. Deconstruct. Nice thing about Frontier, you can just buy an RCD. You don't have to like go through a bunch of chichinery to get it. I ran out of charges. Okay. I could go get some more charges, but I don't have any. How do I deconstruct this? Screwdriver. And then wrench. There. That wasn't too bad. I could have just done that. Okay. We gotta move all this stuff. This was from getting materials to build the kegs. I have material for many kegs, which is great. It's wonderful because I'm going to need it not for kegs, but for plant pots. I'll get everything started, and then I'm going to start building more plant pots. There's my plant box. Let's use that to... I say what the plant box is, you can just use it to hoover up all these things. Just... It's like a vacuum. There we go. Got all that stuff. We'll worry about... main thing we're going to need is spores. There's two ways you can go about building soil, and one of them is vastly superior to the other. So you can use biomass to build it, but it costs you like 1,000 and some. It's in here. Soil? Fertile soil. You need a shovel, which I don't have, and it's 1,600 units. Now, I don't know, maybe... You know, let's build one. Whatever, I got it. Let's see if can I even build a shovel though? What's it take to build a shovel? Steel and plank. Well, I have that. Shoop. Shoop. If it only builds one bed, then that's pretty crappy. If it builds multiple, it might actually be worth it. Radioactive turtle, Jen. That's pretty good. What's the damage on this thing? 14 units of blunt. So let's... I could deconstruct this table, but you might as well just break it. A lot of things in Space Station 13 or 14 can just be broken. So in 13, it's usually like, oh, it's a reinforced table. Well, you can't break it. You can't even attack it. There's nothing you can do. It would be a great game mode. Like, there's nothing you can do. But, you know, if you are able to, just you can just bust everything down. Now, the bad part about that is that means everybody else can break things too. So, you know, you're not safe just because you're hiding behind a reinforced table. Oh, that tree finally died. It's fine. Yeah, it's got some kind of slow harvest gene, doesn't it? It's only 92 apples, only did 9 harvests. I don't know, it seems pretty slow. I wonder if I could get rid of that gene. Because this one, I think, doesn't have that gene. I don't think so. Maybe they do? I don't think so. We'll see. We'll see what it's like when I have a full array of them going. Wait till you see the real tree's output rate. I don't know what that means. All right. Still making the soil. It takes a while to make that. Oh, piano's in the way. The piano was spawned due to ad memes. So maybe I'll try to explain what happened. Let's see. Toggle power there. I don't know what it is. I think I just have a penchant for getting the attention of admins. It's just like, I don't know, it's one of my powers. But I was... So early on, I set up a killer tomato farm. And I will not be showing that here. You can make like a ridiculous amount of money, but I don't really want to, you know, show everybody how to do it step by step right now. Maybe in a future video. Although if you pay attention during this video, you can probably figure it out. So anyways, I set one up. And I set it up as like a shooting range because, I don't know, I wanted to see if how that would work. It's kind of fun, but unfortunately, it's also kind of precarious because you have them all in here and they're all waiting to kill you. I have this, that's why you see these broken grills. I actually had boxes here. Well, you remember how I was just talking about how everything in Space Station 14 can be attacked? Well, the killer tomatoes by default won't attack it. Even if they're trying to get you. They won't actually attack an object. But players, on the other hand, will. So killer tomatoes can actually be a ghost roll. Now, when you spawn in, it does tell you you're not really supposed to attack your familiar. It doesn't really, or, you know, your master. Unfortunately, killer tomatoes, they doesn't really define who your master is. So, the person spawned in. I don't know if they were the admin or not. I could go either way on that one. They spawn in, and at first I tried to talk to them, but immediately they started chomping at the crate. And if they destroy the crate, not only will they get out, all the other tomatoes will get out too. And there was about 20 of them in there. So I just frickin' bolted. And I managed to get out of the ship. And then I was talking to him through the window. And I was like, oh, you know, you're going, you're going to, you're going to die eventually because tomatoes have a fixed life. They take ongoing damage the longer they're alive. Except for this one. This one doesn't. Like Kirk and Spock. Yeah. This one that's a product of admin chicanery does not. But other tomatoes do. So, they... let's see. And then they were like... They were kind of talking in emails, which I don't think is allowed, because as a tomato, your vocabulary is pretty limited. You can... Your vocabulary is pretty limited as a tomato. So you can't really talk. All you can say is like Tortect and Tomaster. That's about it. You can use a drug called Cognizine to make them talk like normal. But I don't have any. Sometimes you get it in the chemical lottery. I didn't get it. What's a chemical lottery? I'll explain another time. It's a story for another time. So anyway, let's see. I will keep one tray here. Let's see here. It's got 7, 27, 2, 3, 4. I'll use 5 and just get it right up. There we go. So they eventually did die. And then I was just outside. I was outside the ship. I was right over here. Watching them all. There was like 100 of them at that point. It was very many because they were self-harvesting and it was 10 tomatoes a harvest. And they were harvesting pretty frequently. So it was like, whoa, quite a few. All right, let's grab the conveyor belt out. I gotta make conveyor belts. Now that I think about it, I should probably put the reclaimer like here, I guess. Actually. I want it to be easily accessible. I need to be able to access it to empty it. There we go. And then the tray can come with me and come down here. Okay. So to build, go in here, conveyor belt. I'll finish my story in a minute. Okay. Up, up, up. Left, left, left. You left. All you go up. You right. And now everything else just goes down. We go all the way up. Wonderful. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8, 9. 9 times 3 is 27. And then another 3 here is 30. I need 30 belts. Math. Probably should ask that guy for some plastic, but I can make my own plastic if I need to. So anyway. Oh, left my internals on. Anyway. I go and... Let's see. Oops. So anyways, I'm just talking to myself about the predicament that I've found myself in. It's going to use 15 sheets. It sucks. Where is it? 5. Yeah, 15 sheets. Oh well. Okay, so I'll wait for that. That's going to take a bit. Let's go through and weed all these. Oh, I probably can't right now because the ghosts... Oh, I'm able to. So yeah, I'm just talking to myself, and I'm like, oh, it's a funny predicament I found myself in. And then I like talking about like how like the tomatoes have like the brains of moth roaches and stuff. And I'm like, it'd be nice if there's some music. And then suddenly this piano shows up. And I'm like, well, unfortunately I can't play it. And then it just starts playing on its own. And so I played through a few songs as I was just monologuing. It was fun. And then a Xeno showed up and all the killer tomatoes ate him. I'm like, whoa, must have been a strange random mutation. And then this guy showed up. And I was like too scared to go back in because I thought he was going to kill me after all the other ones died. And then I made it a deal. I said, I'll become a servant of the Omni Messiah as long as you don't hurt me. And he kept up his end of the deal. He didn't hurt me. So I donated my harvest to the Omni Messiah. There was all those tomato meat pieces up there. And now I'm doing this. And I think it's working out pretty well, so I'm going to keep doing it. Alright, so we got this crate of soil here. We'll see what this does. So it's pretty good. Fairly interesting. So it says you spread it around with a shovel. I don't know if you do that, if that means you pick it up or not. Here, let's put it where I want one, just in case. It's like, oh, well, you use a shovel and it just turns it into no room to unpack. No, see, that's kind of lame. So it just made one plot, and it took all that time. Yeah, the other method's better. All right, I need... Da, 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 da. All right, we'll build those conveyor belts for now. Let's plant one of my seeds. Put it here. Let's weed it so it's be happy. And then let's get some I like the Lingzhi spores. I don't know why. They have a fun name. So, my goal here, I just want the yield from this plant onto here. That's it. So all I gotta do is cycle. Now, there's a way to check yield without harvesting. See if you can think about what it is, based on what I've said so far. Remember, think about the potential ways we check yields without a plant analyzer. I've not used a plant analyzer. I'm not a rook. I'm no rook. Let's see, organize this a bit, get more conveyor belts. But yeah. You can check a yield and potency without using a plant analyzer and without harvesting. Okay. So, I mean, I don't even know. The only person I'm talking to is Buffalonium. And Buffalonium doesn't care. Wow. Take a bite. Yeah, just take a big bite. Nom 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 nom. So what you do is you clip it. You take a clipping, and then you can examine the packet. Oh, it says it hasn't grown enough yet. Okay, keep waiting. Gotta keep waiting. With your teeth. Thank you. You make it all worthwhile. Your little toofies. You know, it's just like in Skyrim. You just sample it. Da, da, da. Factorio time. We're just gonna make everything with belts. I got in a little bit of trouble from the admin the other day. I think they thought that I just logged off and like wasn't gonna come back. But oh hey, thanks Dark Azeel for the resub. Much appreciated. Sorry I haven't been streaming much. I've been playing. I just haven't been streaming because I keep like thinking I'm going to get interrupted or I won't be able to play or something. I don't know. Got to just remember, you know what? The universe makes time if you do. Oh, don't want him to be in the way. Down there. Boo. Wow. Okay. There. All right. Oh, come on. Okay. So, now, let's take another clipping. Let's take a clipping and see. 3 and 10. It didn't work. Okay. Cycle again. If we scare Yorp, he'll jump on more. Wow. You don't have to scare me. Okay. Boo. Stop. Oh, now I see. You're scaring me. Haha. You're funny. Let's see. Does this one work? Already been sampled. Bah. Okay, well. I'll have to try the next one, I guess. Okay. Some of these are low on nutrients. Some of them, it's kind of all over the place. I wonder if I should need to go to the Omni Church. Just to get some water. Where is it? Actually, another place you can go to is Bahama Mamas, and that's actually pretty close. They have... You'd water your plants with holy water? Yes. I have to. It's the blessings of the Omni Messiah. But I'll just go to Bahama Mamas and water them with the crummy beach water instead. Because it's right here. Yeah, I'm going to need a lot of water to get this started. I could probably make it all work with... I could either use up all the water in my giant tank, my giant water tank, or I could build some kegs and do it that way. God, I'm going to need water to drink too. Let's see. Take a sample again. Sometimes it'll let you. No. Okay, I'll have to just do it again. I've got to use a hatchet. That didn't take anyway. Oh, put this one in. So every new plant pot requires 5 requires one mushroom and 5 wood, 5 or 10 wood. So I have lots of wood. Kind of short on the mushrooms. So we're just making mushrooms right now. What's in these? I don't know, I'm just curious. Let's get rid of the Omnizine that's in there. I want to know if the Omnizine transferred in and also if it's the same 2.4 whatever. Should be. Yes, it is. Oh, wow, they're pure Omnizine mushrooms, too. Isn't that cool? Okay. Let's see. Get a snip of you. It's not grown enough to take a sample. So I might just use some of these to re-nutrient the trays. Another thing you can do is use Easy Nutrient. Yeah, like see this new. So it starts with 100 nutrient, which is nice. Is nowhere near the worth the cost though. 1,000 and some. But yeah, you can use big apples like this to re-nutrient everything, get everything ready. But I'll need a buttload of water. Let's see. Oh yeah, I need to drink. Forgot to. That's called something else. Hey. Use up my sink water now. The thing about sinks in this game is they do slowly refill. They're like a giant reservoir. I think they're about 500 units, and they slowly refill. But if you want them to slowly refill, you got to use the water that's in there. So, periodically, it's a good time, especially if you need to get all your trays watered. Just go through and, or maybe it's only 500. Yeah, it's only 500, so it only gave me 22 that time. I'll put that in there. We'll do a test. We'll see if I think it only gives the amount of water, like 22 water. Okay, I need to take a snip. What are you? Perfect. 10 and 10. That's fine. The potency I don't care about. I care about... I mainly care about being able to get 10 mushrooms, because that's 10 more trays. Alright, let's get my multi-tool. I got it right here. And my lever, I'll just leave the lever. I'll rebuild it. Won't take long. Bloop. Where should I put it? I'll put it right here. Bringle Brigworks, the ad bot. Get out of here. Discount Dan bot is the only bot I want to see. I wonder if it would mess up like Twitch's like automatic systems. If I had Discount Dan bot like advertising for viewers on my own thing. Except like it'll just say stuff like, "Oh, you know, the best viewers are here." Or something, I don't know. So, from last time, if you don't close this window, you can network multiple things, which is very nice when you have giant belt setups like this. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh, you know what? I should be putting middle to off. Grown. I wonder if a single tank butt can fit into a wall locker. I wonder too. Discount Dan. I wonder too. I should change. I'm gonna change the name of the coins to like discount Danitos or something. Discount dollary dues. I kind of wish you could save a profile and you could just tap them repeatedly, because otherwise you got to do this for every single one. It takes forever. The scream gene is the most important one. That's how you know the plant is suffering. Oops. Ugh. Okay. Come on. See? It's easy to get turned around. Just gotta just get repetitive stress injury by doing this a million times.
Attention.
So it's probably the largest one that I've built. We'll see how it works. Maybe before I do this, I kind of want to see one thing. I just thought of an idea. I had an idea. Okay, well first, let's see, give me you. Ooh, I don't know if you guys are... I don't know which ones those are, so I'm just going to dump them out there. Because I want the self-harvesting ones. I think it does harvest a bit slower. I'm not sure how to increase harvesting speed, if that's something that you can do through a gene or not. I think that one you'd need a plant analyzer. It would also be a bit of a pain. I've seen other people have apples that do harvest right away. Need more water for that plot. So I have enough to build 20 plant pots there now. Probably more than I need. But whatever. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Before I test this, I want to clean up some apples to get some more, just to get more seeds so that I have enough to get all the beds started once I've got them built. And then we'll see. I'll probably do some I might do some renos. Oh, I just thought of something annoying, but you know what? It's fine. Because I think I might be able to get them through under here. I could probably... I don't know if I can deconstruct those walls or not. So I could deconstruct this wall and this wall. I could have the conveyor belts run under. Okay, so close that. 65. Whatever. So we'll grab all these. I had, but yeah, I made a bunch, and then I had to log off for a bit just to put my daughter to bed. And I came back and I had a message from admin saying like, 600 loose items is a bit excessive. Can you try putting them in plant boxes next time? I like had to apologize a whole bunch. Like, I'm so sorry. It's fine. It's fine. You know, they're really cool about it too. They actually didn't. What I would have done if I was them, I would have just deleted them. Just okay. Highlight, delete all entity. They didn't do that. They actually boxed them up for me. I'm like, wow. Like, okay. Frontier admins are based. Let's see. I had unanchored plant tray. You know what? I'll anchor it down here. Just want to make sure they all move. These 3 aren't moving. Got troubleshoot when you have this many belts. Looks like they're all set. And that one's stuck. I'm not quite sure. Oh, that one, okay. Super nice, but also with a cursing your name the whole time. I hope not. Plant boxes are pretty easy to load. You just have to drag them around. And with admin powers, I'm sure it wasn't too terrible. But it is appreciated. I really like that because it means I was able to keep all my earnings. I was able to. Let's see if that worked. I'm not sure why this happens sometimes. Well, that one's okay. Okay, it was the one above it. Gotta keep him safe. I should build a rail or something here. I mean, he'll be safe anyway. Fortunately, he can't get thrown into the reclaimer. Otherwise, it would have happened by now. It's already almost happened a few times. Let's see. Is one enough? What if I do... Why is that? Okay. Let's unlink everything. Okay. Grab it again. Okay, let's see. Does that work? No. It's stuck. I don't know why it's stuck. It's these 3. Try building it again, maybe? This is the problem. By the time I get all these little bugs figured out, the round will be over. But that's how it goes. That's how it goes. I suppose it's not crucial that I get this belt working, but it would be nice. Nope, that doesn't work either. Hit done. It just refuses. So I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. Guess I could just leave them and periodically I'll have to bring the plant box up. Annoying though it is, it mostly works anyway. You know. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. So fungal soil is the other method. See, 10 wood planks and any mushroom. That is way cheaper than like 1,400 frickin' points. Can I get rid of this thing? Die, tree! Looks like someone doesn't like nature very much. Some botanist you are. Oh my goodness. There we go. There we go. So we'll start with that. This one's full. I think this one's full too. Oh my goodness. Got a little bit of leggy leg. Wonder what that's from. Alright. Cool thing about this is you can actually work on multiples at once. Oh. So you can just work on multiple things at once. You don't have to wait till it's done. So this was actually suboptimal. I should have done this differently, but I'll show you how. I mean, I need more wood. I can only do 3. So stand around here. 1, 2,
A solar flare has erupted from
3.
a nearby star. This may cause some
Here we go.
to go down for the duration of the flare.
Blip, 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 blip. Oh yeah, you can use hotkeys. Shift B puts things in your backpack. So that's a good one to know. There we go. See, I can just stand right here. Oh, solar flare. I like how just after I send the message I realize. Well, I'll send it again and I'll read it out then. So yeah, still have solar flares. Rest assured, fear not, we have solar flares. Put this one down. And this one. So these are fungal soil plots. As far as I know, they're the same in every way to the other soil plots. They don't have the little warning lights, but because this is a production environment, I don't need them. Okay. So, we've got all that. What I'm going to do... Give me... you. How much do you have? 0 right now. Good. I'm going to try something. Because one of the pain in the necks is continually running back to this thing and telling it to do 10 units at a time. But if I take that out, nutrients, can I just do 60, which is 600? God, that's a lot of biomass. And then this thing should pick it up. And so it does. So we'll give it some time. See? Wonderful. I'll wait till it finishes. There we go. T. So we got Science Channel. There we go. Are there any science ships that could provide a humble servant of the Omni Messiah a news terminal? Alright. So we're just going to go 50 each. Oh, these ones already have. Oh, no, they don't. Yeah, it's pretty slow. Pretty slow going. But it works. It's slowly going. But probably easier just to use these since you have all of them. 3. God! Tomato King! Tomato King. I'm glad you're excited. Look at him go. I don't know why he's doing that. He's motoring. I think I got a bit less. But, you know. It helps to have, let's do that again. 15, so 100, so 10 is 150, or 100 is 150. Yeah, it does work. I'll just slowly do this while I wait. My goodness, look at him go. The important part is that he's happy. No, I don't need to be composting that one, actually. What did you feed him? I don't know. He just kind of eats whatever, okay? I can't control him. see. Yeah, 1060. Yeah, so 6 is 60. So 10 is 100. And we'll do 30. And then we'll do 30 of some kind of water chemical. Just to make life a bit easier.
A low-level ESP has flashed through the sector. CENTCOM has triggered a failsafe that may disable some ships' APC to protect them from damage.
Look at him go. I bet you. Well, actually, I can turn the conveyor belts on. He probably won't move either because that belt's broken. All right, let's get some water. Two, three, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might as well just use up all this water too. Gotta water everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. $360. Let's see. 2. Well, there, that should be enough to get me started. Let's start planting. And then we can finally start production. I'll keep begging for a news terminal. Give me a news terminal so that I can type out sermons. I'm doing that next time. But your character's massive robotic butt shifting from side to side trying to turn the bike is hilarious. Whoa. We're learning things today. So now I think we're going to see something pretty amazing. This is the full force of botany and engineering and chemistry all have come together. The heck kind of game was that? I am not sure. There we go. The Tomato King is just going. There we go. Let's oh, I still got lots. If I really want to, I could do that whole chamber as well and try to renovate the bottom here to have belts go through. Not sure if I want to do that yet. Let's see what happens with what I've got. My goodness. Let's see. Yeah. Now there, the belt's kicked him off. He's free. Praise be to the Omni Messiah. Please, is there a soul out there that could provide this humble servant a news terminal so that I might spread thy word? Which one's this? Clifford! Ah, Farah, how are ye? All right. What's in here? Nothing. Okay. Got crates. Offer. Farah, for ye I shall stand at the altar of the Omni Messiah myself, and fast for 10 days and 10 nights. You will have your blessing. Ah. The whole floor of this place is going to get covered in Omnizine. Because the drain here, I covered it up with glass, so I don't think it works now. We'll see if it does. Sure, thanks.
Attention.
I simply require a news terminal to spread thy word. Please direct anyone to me that has one for mine quest. Oh, that one sorted out too. That sucks. Oh well. Stupid belts. They never want to cooperate. Let's try calling some people. Let's try cold calling people on the phone. Okay. Oh. Cold calling in science ships. Well, let's look at this guy's answering. Jeez. Well, last chance. Oh my god. I'm literally trapped between the flying moth roach and the camper. Hello, humble child of the Omni Messiah. How be you? I'm Preem. How about you? Aye. I, Preem myself, I humbly submit for your consideration. Do you have a news terminal that you could donate to a humble servant of the Omni Messiah? Oh, guy's dropping off contraband. Oh, praise be. Might I come and procure this device? I can only provide Omni-Z, nectar of the Omni Messiah, heals all wounds. Then I shall depart forthwith. See you soon, gentle soul. This guy just like, okay. Yeah, okay. All right. So that was 4, 5, 6. Jeez, look at it go. All right. Let's undock. Ah, it's so nice not to have to worry about power. The Druid's already pretty good, but yeah, when you upgrade the panels to uranium and you got 2 RTGs, you're kind of good. All right, so how you find a ship is you go scan for objects, look for 4, 5, 6. Pulsar 4, 5, 6. There you are. And away we go. Pretty crowded out there right now. Wow, that's really close to the trade mall. It's nice. People can get their food. All right, so we're going to go get a news terminal from this guy, and then we can start composing sermons before the shift is up. Let's see, how much time do we have? Hour and a half. Took us a while to set that up. It's running now. Da, 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 da. Frontier outpost. You want to give it a wide berth in case there's any shuttles around. God, look at how many people are around here. In the meantime, on the background, all I can hear is click, 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 click. Everything's falling on the floor. It's fine. The interesting about drains is that they kind of function as a reverse sink. So they can swallow up to 1,000 units, but then they slowly delete the matter that's inside them. I kind of wish that didn't happen. I kind of wish they just acted as reservoirs. That could be useful, especially if you could use some engineering, some like liquid plumbing or something to get them into like reloadable vessels. That would be cool. With a waste management kind of mini game that could be our, mini loop. And that could be, you could use, maybe you could do stuff with the waste. That'd be fun. Maybe I'll submit that on the ideas form. I gotta get involved. There he is. Tomato King might scare him. close this. Look at it go. All right. Let's make a jug. Then I'll make 2 jugs. Cost 2 sheets of plastic. It's not too bad. I can make those in the reclaimer doodad.
As most waste systems in the sector appear to be malfunctioning, some ships may experience gas buildup until they detect.
Oh my god, this thing takes forever. Oh, there it is. Come on. Thank you. Oh, come on. Two jugs of Omni Messiah. Do you? Do you wish to see the Tomato King? They are harmless, but it is said that to gaze upon them brings great fortune. Behold! Truly a creature only. Nay, that is production. I have a pump, you see. This method is efficient. Nay, but I am letting the floor be cleansed with the Omni Messiah's nectar. Thank you again, good space folk. All right. I'll run off somewhere, and then we'll check out the news terminal. Maybe we can create some interesting sermons before the shift is out. I'm definitely going to do this again. So good. I gotta go back to the Omni Church. That's a good place for me. Put her in cruise. Oh man. I'm glad that he was impressed with my operation. It's pretty ridiculous. I might do that thing to empty. I'll empty out all the carbon and take the jugs, so I can fill up the. Well, I don't need to fill up kegs any faster. Just gotta remember I took 400 out of that one. All you hear is. I notice that there's some that aren't growing, so they probably need some nutrient. All right. Come on, Tomato King. There you go. Back to your peppy self. Where is my snips? Great. Oh, they're there. I have a bad habit of just dropping stuff, and then it's like, oh, where'd I put the stuff? I don't know. I can't get more. Drop. Let's see. I got, what, 300 in there? Okay, let's do some nutrient. Turn these off for a minute. Water. The pump does work from there, which is insane. It's also not desirable because, I mean, it means I got Omnizine in there. All right. Can I unanchor it so I can stop doing that? All right. I'll waste a little bit of Omnizine, just dumping it into pots. $1,500 biomass. The freaking thing already. That's insane. That's insane. Okay. So, let's take this thing over here. We'll just anchor it right there. And I'll need to get my buckets. All right, have to give it a little bit, I guess. So I'm going to set up my terminal in here. I just want him to build it for me. Let's see. I've never used one of these before, so let's see how it works. Oh, great. So I can just create it and done. Okay. So we'll write missives while we wait for production. God. The only problem with this particular method is that it can only cover so much area. There we go. 21 planks. I might need to grow some more wood. And I can build like quite a few more kegs. Da, 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 da. How many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Supposed to be 10,000 units. If I fill this one completely up, which I do intend to do. Can I grab my bucket, please? If I had a blue space beaker, I could make this go a lot faster. Okay. So what you gotta do is... Oh, getting it in here is going to be a problem. Okay, I didn't expect that issue. Whatever. Won't worry about it. Let's just empty out the reclaimer. And then I'll just put it back. And turn it on. Flip. Oh, God. Oh, that's a lot. I'm sorry, admins. I didn't realize it would produce that much. Where's the plant box? Okay, I gotta dump this stuff out. It's a lot of wood. All right. I tried to grab him, but he is impervious to such tactics. Da, da, da. Oh my God. That's a lot. Stupid belts. Why did they have to glitch out like this? Well, I'll be busy doing this for a while. Do 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 do. Maybe I just won't plant these ones next time. Because I prefer the full automation to having to do this. Da, da, da. That's so much! 800 items? God, these are all running out of water. Boy, when it comes time to fill up all the water in these, it's gonna be a while. Yeah, this one ran out of water and nutrient a while ago. Well, I think I will just settle for whatever I've got, because 419 snaking around. I can pick this up with a mop and water. It's just kind of annoying because basically the water's consumed. That's why I prefer to use the pump. I can use it up here. It's just I got to run a cable up because there's not a cable that reaches all the way up here. Da, 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 da. Who's using the hydro trays at Bahama Mamas? Just gotta run them back and forth. The reclaimer's too slow. I should have multiple reclaimers. That's what I should do. The bottleneck is the reclaimers. So I should have like 3 down here. I've seen people do that before. Next time I try this, I will do that. Next time. Jeez. Next time I decide to be a psycho. Da, 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 da. If anyone needs engineering services? Alright. I'm just gonna let this do its thing. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do much for it. I can always just do it after, I guess. Really annoying that that belt decided to be annoying. Oh. These have filled up.
The electrokinetic front has left the sector.
So how you fill up cakes, you just click and drag onto it. Alright. Let's see. Praise to the Omni Messiah. There we go. Praise to the Omni Messiah. Ah. Why isn't this? This corner's a bit tricky. There we go. Da, 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 da. Most of the plants are gone now. Let's see.
A solar flare has erupted from the nearby star. This may cause some channels to go down for the duration of the flare.
Oh, there. Oh. That's annoying. Can I make the window bigger? No. All right, there we go. another wonderful update. Silly. Omnizine, God's nectar. Here, I'll, looks like, oops. I thought that was head cheese. What? Oh, only 900, there they go. Yeah. Maybe it is. So, I think all these trays are out of nutriment. Well, they just ran out of water, mainly. Okay. Well, good to know. Da, 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 da. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm not out of time yet. You know what? Let's turn off the belts since everything's dead anyway.
The solar flare has passed. Communications are operational once more.
Let's see. Da, 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 da. I'm just going to empty it out from here. If I can find... There we are. Just need a little bit. But yeah, I should have had multiple reclaimers. Next time I shall rectify that issue. Not that I've not done quite well. Oh yeah, I should put some kegs down in the room. In the empty room. I mean, I've killed the Casino Queen with a chainsaw. That's pretty good. All right. Let me see one thing. Just wonder if I can pick up anything if it'll be powered if I put it up here. Yep, there's power here. Can pick up this puddle. So that's nice. That's so much. I'm gonna need to move this stuff. Oh no, just take. I'll just build some kegs down here. Even plan them out a little bit. The nectar of the gods. There we go. Probably won't be able to get that stuff that's in there. That's fine. Da, da, da. Come on. Almost. All right. Still got like 400 left. Let's see. The tomato cake.
Attention.
See for yourself. They're aboard my ship now. Okay. And then I gotta do my traditional sign off. There we go. So, the Omni Messiah has blessed our universe with many amazing creations. One such wonder is the Tomato King. Mutant potatoes. Oh, it should be tomatoes. Mutant potatoes are nasty too. Mutant tomatoes are no laughing matter, but the Tomato King is even scarier still. They do not perish, are as fast as a hoverbike, and very deadly. Thankfully, the Tomato King is peaceful and wishes only to serve the Omni Messiah, as we all do. See for yourself, they are aboard my ship now, and have been with me as I execute the Omni Messiah's will. Praise be to the Omni Messiah! Capital O. The Tomato King. Thanks again for how fun this shift was. Da, da, da. How much time do we have left? Yeah, still got an hour and some. See what we can do, and then probably won't have enough time for another run. Put all this biomass in here. 37. 3,700 biomass. It's almost made 10,000. Almost recycled 10,000 objects. Da, 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 da. Zoop. It's a lot of biomass. Let's clear out these. If I wanted to, I would do it below this line so that, oh, come on. Let's see. Da, da, da. Okay. Let's grab this. Oh my god, I now have 2 chainsaws. All right. God. There we go. 4,500. That's ridiculous. Let's see. Let's do another story.
As most waste systems in the sector appear to be malfunctioning, some ships may experience gas buildup until they reset.
Let's see. My fellow children of the Omni Messiah, in this series I shall describe one of our children that has assisted in executing the will of the Omni Messiah. Philodoro Agrestis assisted this servant of the Omni Messiah early on in my journey. They provided materials, RTGs, fuel, and even services such as decoration and part replacement. They have been rewarded handsomely by the Omni Messiah for their efforts. I hear they now have massive chainsaws and have assisted many other children with Omnizine procured from this humble servant. Praise be to the Omni Messiah for blessing us with humble faithfuls such as Philodoro. Oh, man. There we go. Drink some water. We'll see if I can start another run or not. Two queens, two chainsaws. That's silly. It'll take a while for the trays to regenerate. their water. And I found a science potato. You know, it's just a thing that happens sometimes, I guess. You find a science potato. Okay. Let's see. Make some easy nutrient. Sometimes I find science potatoes about it happens. Let's see. I gotta wait. Gotta wait. I mean, I could have just used apples, but whatever. Whatevs. You gotta wait anyway, because you gotta wait for the water to get into the trays and whatnot. Kind of sad that water does not have a multiplicative effect. So you really do gotta just go through every tray and get 100 units in there. So yeah, I can go up to those trays. Yeah, it is possible to run that tank out. It holds like 25,000 units or something stupid, but very possible. Go ahead and water these ones, I guess. All right. Now we got nutrient. All right, so I did that tray. I think I did this tray too. There we go. Let's make another. Let's see. Make another 60. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15,000 units. That's a lot of omnazine. Let's see. I'm gonna go get a drink quickly. I'll be right back. back.
An electrokinetic front has hit the sector. APC.
Now, if I set up a bigger operation, probably what I'd do is have all the conveyor belts come down. I'd remove all this, have like maybe three or maybe just have a whole row of reclaimers right here that the belts all feed into, and then I could have like down here too, and I guess up here we could have the kegs or something. Or maybe I would only have you partially utilize this room or something. That's how I would do it. All right. Okay, so we'll start with this one. Thankfully, nutrient gives you pretty good returns. There, should be good. Before we do this, let's use a thingy. Da, da, da. Da, da, da.
The electrokinetic front has left the sector.
So unanchor that. Yeah, grab some for that. There we go. Parables of Wisdom, Volume 1.
attention.
Ah. Welcome to another series of blessed wisdom from the Omni Messiah. Take heed when you read these tales, for they contain valuable wisdom that will assist you in the arduous shifts to come. The staff assistant has long been a nuisance to station engineers and captains alike. I can get rid of the apostrophe there. What makes them a true foe is their willingness to work together and determination to overcome all barriers in their path. The wisdom we must take from their behavior is that as loyal, dutiful children of the Omni Messiah, we too must work together and assist each other in overcoming all obstacles in our path. Praise be to the Omni Messiah for the wisdom they share with us today, tomorrow, and always. All right. Yeah, nutriment you can get away with putting 50 in. I don't know about the pro-staffy rhetoric. It's not pro-staffy. Someone's just like, what is this? Oh. I'll just dump it in these trays. We don't have much time left. Where's the trade mall? Da, 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 da. We'll head to the trade mall and get ready to end out the shift. So I can find some copyright-free music to play in the bar. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. You just hear the screaming of the plants self-harvesting. It's a nice simulation of Space Station 13. You just hear screaming in the background. It's good, you know. Da, 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 da. There we are. Curve around to the D slots. Syndicate. Oh no! Voices! What's that thing? Bing Broomba? But the ability of telepathy, you can send other types of messages. For example, you feel like you trust this clown so much, you could trust him with the nuclear button. Well, people know that it's a telepathic message from a player, though. So talking about the Space Station 13 telepathy thing. So they're probably not gonna trust you with the nuclear button. That's the problem with a lot of things like that. You can't really. Almost. Jeez, it's out of water? Huh. Yeah. Sometimes you get a really thirsty plant. How many do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16,000 units. "16 kegs for God." I have only endeavored to serve the Omni Messiah by producing the nectar of the gods aboard my ship. I have produced 16 kegs of God's nectar. Blessed be the sector for... Oh, sector. Blessed be the sector for this much healing potential. Praise be to the Omni Messiah for such blessings rained upon us. Ah... 17 now. Let's eat some apples. Keep my hunger in check. Is there someone at the Omni Church doing news? Hark, I am your humble preacher, assisting you in the final hour of toil, in the shift. Is the shift ending? Ye have around 20 to 30 minutes to finish up your spacely affairs. The blessings I received from Goddess Tiamat. I was blessed with a beautiful dragon daughter. I got to see her grow to lay to a large swath of land. What's my thing again? I could just check this. Come on. PR 127. Currently access. That is a problem, my child. You may communicate just here, or I can simply go with what you have said so far. Going to rest. Have a safe end of your shift. Wondrous. I shall do up a profile shortly. My goodness. Uh,
Atmos waste systems in the sector appear to be malfunctioning. Some ships may experience gas buildup until they reset.
uh, let's see. Let's try the save feature, because I gotta go freaking empty my thing. Come on. Need another keg. I wish I knew there was a way to fulfill that giant water tank. I should ask on the Discord. All right. Where did it go? I saved it. And that didn't do anything. That's annoying. Oh, never mind. It just shows up here. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Child of Tiamat, Nico Kobayashi has asked me to relay a story of theirs, further showing the blessings of the Omni Messiah upon all of us in this great sector. Faithful Nico mentioned that at one point they managed to befriend a cognizant dragon named Saphira. A fearsome creature, to be sure. However, much like the Tomato King, they were friendly to the faithful and endeavored only to spread the Omni Messiah's blessing throughout the sector. She was a violet hue. She was a violet hue that glittered in the sunlight and assisted Nico through many expeditions. Sadly, as she grew up, she asked to stay on a planet after an expedition was concluded. A tearful but joyous parting as their paths and faith diverged. Nico left her their cross necklace to remember them by as they've started their treasure hoard. As she started their her treasure hoard. There we go. As she started her treasure hoard. I can almost imagine Saphira still out there, hoarding many trinkets and valuables, faithfully guarding her treasure in the name of Tiamat. Praise be to the Omni Messiah for friends and allies that we meet along our journey of service. Jeez. Da-da-da. My goodness. Sure is a lot of kegs. I'm going to have to pull this water tank somewhere else. Just put it back down there. Da, da, da. How much time do we have left? Not much. Yeah, the end of Fisher Road.
Approaches. Please return to Frontier Station to return your ship and deposit
1,
your
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21. Did I count that one? I can't. I don't know if I could see it from here. Oh, okay, no, 20. I can fudge and say 21. There we go. There we go. All right. And we can just stop this now. Whatever. Just leave it. Leave it go. Let's dock. The deep cargo bays are probably fine. Maybe I'll take the upper one if I can. Just because it's a bit easier to get to the ship sail console from here. Oops. There we go. Okay, so we will... Let's take the piano with me, because I want it. It's a lot of weld tools. Oh, wow. That's nice art. Do I have any money? No. Oh, did you get trapped by kegs? Come on, Tomato King. Oh. Tomato King is slippery. Sell that.
The weapons cache has been collected by CENTCOM. Frontier Station is being rewarded for its safe delivery.
He was bequeathed upon me by the Omni Messiah. A blessing for all of us to share. Wonder how. He is not for such small matters as retail trade. He exists to motivate and empower us.
Solar flare has erupted from the nearby star. This may cause some channels to go down for the duration of the flare.
Money motivates beings too. It gives hope. Not all blessings can be traded for legal tender. And the most powerful ones often cannot. Let's see, can I find something that's probably not going to get me... Arstotzka probably won't. There we go. A song of my ancestral homeland. Da 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 da. Thank you to fit in well there, Tomato King. Oh my goodness. Do 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 do. Hello, fellow child of the Omni Messiah.
Flare has passed. Communications are operational once more.
Are you playing music? Yes. I'm playing it on the piano. Just playing out the rest of our shift of toil and service. Let's see. I don't hear it. Oh, it's probably too. The volume's probably too low here. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it's pretty low. It's fine. Oh, there we go.
See you next time, frontiersman.
There we go. Let's see. I made 153K. That was probably the shift before this one, or like the time I logged in. And I lost 70K. Ooh. Yeah. Easily the best SS14 shift I've ever had. Player stories. Nobody wrote any stories. I wrote stories. He walks. Hello, buddy. Whoa. He moves as he pleases. Whoa. He's a slippery guy. Indeed, he reminds us that we must walk with purpose and dignity. Lest we falter. Oh my goodness. Alright, well there we go. That's the end of the shift, and I think that'll be the end of the stream. That's weird. I'm muting that. Alright. I will see you all next time. But if he left his clone disk, yeah. Alright, see everybody next